National Graduates Celebration. My name is Kristen Togich, and I am the Assistant Director for International Student Services.
Hi, I'm Shelby Lewis. I am the Assistant Director for Global Education Programs here at Queens.
And it is just a joy to see all of your faces here to help support our wonderful international students. Queen's University is home to more than 200 international students from over 60 countries. And we're so grateful that you've entrusted them to us over the years, where we added them to our Queen's family. I would like to take a special note just to let those of you know that have families that are tuning in, that right now we're having a little bit of difficulty with our live stream, but we are recording it as well, and we're hopeful that it's working, so we want to thank you guys for coming in and chiming in online. It's so wonderful to have you join us both in person and online.
We would also like to give a special thank you to President Lugo and Tina Lugo for joining us today. We are so excited to have all of you here to celebrate our international graduates. They have left a lasting impact on the Queens community, whether that be in our amazing sports programs. I know I love going to see our rugby games and becoming an honorary swim participant in some way, and seeing them just dominate all over campus, whether it's a royal ambassador or taking the stage at any musical performance. They have just been really wonderful. I also wanted to say thank you to Ms. Kristen. She has organized all of this, and she did not know I was going to say that. But I just really think you can take a second to just all of the wonderful thought and work that she put into this.
Yeah, well, I'm going to segue that into two wonderful students, right? This is what we're here for. We're here for our students and to serve them and to see them succeed and to sadly move on to the next phase of life. But we have two amazing students that are our MCs for this celebration that we want to welcome up to the stage. We have Alvin Makundi Chibinda and Vasily Jai.
Use the second step. Can you guys hear us good? Yeah. All right. Okay, good. How is everyone doing this morning? Welcome. How about we approach ourselves first? All the graduates, let's approach ourselves and just give out a moment just to think about all the accomplishments you have made thus far. Okay? I would also want to say that graduating, especially as international students, it is no easy feat. It takes a lot of hard work, determination, and dedication, and also being immune to hearing the word no. And we know that we've heard a lot of no's, but because we're sitting here today shows that didn't stop us. Actually, it just fueled us even more, and we had more fire to go out there and achieve. So please let us all appreciate this moment, appreciate the efforts that we've put into our work. And I could not say it any better. And to all the graduates here, and to add on to what Cindy said, just understanding how hard it was probably for you to leave your family. Bless you. How hard it was for all of you to leave your family, be able to come all the way here, be able to get this degree. To you student athletes that have had to wake up at 6 a.m. to go to practices. And I see many of you that have become friends today. So I just wanted to say, you did it. You are amazing. Now, as you finish here, you are about to embark into your next stage or your next step. You are thinking about what that would potentially look like. Every time you doubt yourself, just think about yourself 4 or 5 years ago when you stepped on this campus and what you've been able to achieve to this day. And that just should tell you that you are resilient, you can do it, and there is nothing you cannot do. We appreciate you. I am personally glad to call many of you friends, and I hope you know that once a royal is always a royal, and if you ever need help from the royal, we do right. Okay? Good. Thank you. absolute honor to introduce our next speaker, Adrian Berg. Adrian was my boss at the chapel. And Adrian has been an absolute amazing, powerful force to work with. He has put in so much of his heart and soul and so many hours and into making sure that students on campus have a shoulder to lean on. Adrian has spent a lot of his time getting to know students since he's been here, and he came in right after the pandemic, or I would say right in the pandemic, and taking over from Joey Haynes. So those were really huge shoes to fill, and he filled it really, really well in his own way. And a lot of the students around campus and a lot of the staff as well show that appreciation, tell me that personally all the time. And Adrian, I want to say a huge thank you. It has been an absolute honor working with you. You have been incredible on campus and in our private lives as well. So everyone, please welcome Adrian Berg.
Gosh, it's really an honor to be here. And let me tell you, it's difficult to follow what I consider to be the dream team of CD and Arthur. One quick story about CD that was reminded of when I saw him up here. He's tall, by the way. I had the privilege of being invited to meet with President Lugo. President Lugo invited me to his office, and I was really excited. And I came into my office and said to CD, the president's invited me into his office. This is good news, right? CD said, he's going to fire you. Everybody needs a CD. So, hello, dobrý den, salve, hola, mahaba, bonjour, boni, guten tag, shalom. Java was a new one on me. Salam alaikum, nakam, jonapak kibanok, masquerase. Welcome this morning to a wonderful, wonderful celebration. You have literally journeyed a long, long way to reach this milestone point in your lives, and it is special indeed to be here. Thanks to the planning team for all your hard work and over the years for caring for this community so very well. Queens has become part of your story, but in the same way, your story has now become part of the Queen's story. For as much as you have been shaped by your time at Queen's, so too have you shaped who this community is. And that's a testimony to each and every one of you. You have in countless ways enriched the Queen's community, modeling what it means to be truly global citizens. Now, I did have a speech planned, wrote it all out, and then I ripped it up this morning. Because for those who know me, I like to tell stories. Each one of you is a story in yourself, and you have many stories still to share in this world. I've had the privilege of traveling across the world into new spaces, into new webs of life. And one time, Julie, my wife, and I were in South India, and we decided to go camping. And so we went camping to this beautiful spot in Kerala, if anybody's been to Kerala, South India. And, oh, right! Namaste! So, we were there, and I wanted to make it a very special weekend, so I said to Julie, look, I'm going to cook you the perfect meal. And she said, great, what is it? And I said, well, we're near a river. I'm going to fish for dinner. I'm going to get you the best fish that there is to eat. Julie was hungry, so she got excited about that, so I got my line ready, and I threw the line into the river. And it took a little while. But in the end, there was a bite. So I pulled in the fish, yanked it onto the ground. There it is. Julie was absolutely thrilled. She said, "That's the perfect fish." I said, "Julie, no. I threw it back into the river." Julie said, "What are you doing? That was the perfect fish." "No, Julie, I'm going to cook you the perfect meal with the perfect fish." Julie looked a little worried, but I put the line back into the river and waited and waited and waited. Julie was pacing anxiously. I said, "Look, go and get some firewood, start the fire. It'll come." Well, a few minutes later, when the fire was going, I was able to pull a second fish, yanked it all the way out onto the ground. Incredible, incredible. Julie, the look on her eyes, on her face, the smile was delightful. I said, "Julie, no. She said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Trust me, I want to get you the perfect fish for the perfect supper." Threw in the line for a third time. After a long time, the fire is starting to go out. Julie's looking a little worried. Finally, thanks be to God, there's another tug on the line. I'm able to reel it in. I said, "This is it! The perfect fish for the perfect supper." She was looking angry. She said, "What did you do? The first fish was amazing." Sorry, Julie. The first fish was amazing. We could have had a great supper with that. The second fish, that was even more incredible. We could have eaten tonight and tomorrow as well. And then you pull out this little minnow and you say that's the perfect fish. I said, "No, you don't understand. Look. It fits perfectly on a little capstone." Julie walked off. She went to a restaurant by herself. So on this story about fishing, how is that relevant to us today? I want you, as you leave this space at Queen's, and go out into the big world with new horizons, to think about the limits that sometimes you impose on yourselves, that we impose on ourselves. And I'm thinking here about mind, body, and spirit. You have been equipped over these years through the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations. You have been equipped to offer something special to this world, wherever you find yourselves. Don't restrict yourselves to something like this, mind, body, or spirit. You've been equipped with big frying pans. Here's the thing. Mind, body, and spirit. Find balance between those three things. For if you're working well on your physical health and your body, but your mental side is limited, then you have limited yourself. Try to think of your lives as an incredible journey, and find the zone of well-being and balance that allows you to draw deeply from the wells of spirituality, from the wells of a healthy mind, and from the wells of a healthy body. Don't neglect any one of those things. You are equipped. Flourish. Do not limit yourself with small frying pans. You have journeyed a long way. You began in different parts of the world and you were raised in a particular homeland. And in that homeland it was very familiar. You had a web in which you existed of culture and language and family and friends and spirituality, all those things that were safe and secure. You then journeyed into something of a wonderland, and Anthony Giddens talks about this wonderland experience, not like Alice in Wonderland, but those moments when we leave our homeland and we find ourselves in new webs that might be not so familiar, and that can be incredibly disconcerting, can't it? You know what that's like. And yet, you take the best bits of that web that you were raised with, and then you start to spin your own webs that add to your homeland identity. New and strong webs through your friendships, through your studies, through you growing up as independent people, surrounded by people who support you and love you. At first, that web can be a little shaky, not so familiar, but in the end, you have shown that that web has increased, and it is strong, and it is secure. You've been in the homeland, you have entered into the wonderland that can be disconcerting, but also absolutely scintillating. And when you leave this place equipped, you will go into what Anthony Giddens calls the newfoundland. Even if you go back to your homeland, says Giddens, it won't be the same as you remember where you left it, because you have changed and you will see the world slightly differently. Even going back to your homeland will be a new found land. Or it might be that your horizons will be somewhere completely new. Certainly a new found land, perhaps even a new wonderland experience. Flourish in that space. Know that your web will continue to grow, and as you develop that web and spin that web, bringing in the best bits from homeland, the best bits from your wonderland experience here at Queen's, so that you can have an impact. For as we know with a web, when you shake one part of it, the whole web is impacted. Be impactors, be bridge builders. Don't think of yourselves in limited ways, but think of yourselves in flourishing ways, for you are equipped. So let me leave you with just a couple of words of advice. I'm not sure it's wisdom, but advice, if you'll take it. The first is this: you be you. You do you better than anybody else does you. You are unique. You be you. As you leave this wonderland of Queens and travel into your newfoundland, wherever that may be, you be the unique you. And secondly, don't be afraid to ask the big questions. Don't be afraid to ask the big questions, whatever those big questions are for you in your personal life. Oftentimes we can go racing around at 100 miles an hour, you know the image of the hamster wheel. And we can forget to ask the big questions. For it's the big questions that steer us. It's the big questions that encourage us to think differently, to see the world differently. Pause every once in a while and ask yourself your big questions. Lastly, don't be strangers. Don't be strangers, come back. Let us know how you're doing. Because you are a part of our global web. Congratulations and thank you.
It's a tough act to follow, but good morning, everyone. I'm Angie Edwards. I'm the Executive Director of International Education here at Queen's. And I've been at Queen's long enough to have seen all of these amazing students come here, welcome them to their International Student Orientation, and now to see them finally graduate, walk across the stage, and get that degree is really a full circle moment for me. I really appreciate all of you, your families that are here, and who might be watching us online. Thank you for entrusting Queens with your students.
with your children. We really are a better community for having them here. Without further ado, we are going to begin our STOL presentation. And we will acknowledge some students who can't be with us today, but we do want to recognize them. So we'll get started momentarily. Okay. Darren Nee Abbey, Great Britain, Bachelor of Science. Matthew John Abbott, Canada, Bachelor of Science. Hannah Axelsson, Sweden, Bachelor of Business Finance. Boris Basara, Austria, Master of Business Administration. Eduardo Bottino, Italy. Jacob Bowen, Canada, Bachelor of Business Administration. Caio Brandao, Brazil, Bachelor of Business Administration. Mathieu Joutet, France, Master of Business Administration. Gabriel Brandi, Italy, Master of Business Administration. Jiri Brigda, Czech Republic, Bachelor of Arts. Cherise Carrera, South Africa, Master of Business. Felipe Corres de Mendonca, Brazil, Bachelor of Business Administration. Mateus de Castro Pereira, Brazil, Bachelor of Arts. Rebecca Danny, Germany, Bachelor of Arts. Jan Dalkaskamp, Germany, Bachelor of Business Administration. Elodie Denisande, Cameroon, Chad, Bachelor of Arts. Luke Airey, South Africa, Bachelor of Business Administration. Brenda El Ali, Lebanon, Master of Business Administration. Leah Federbush, Israel, Bachelor of Business Administration. Ellie Mae Fitzgerald, Ireland, Bachelor of Arts. Julia Grasso, Bachelor of Science. Luke Greer, England, Master of Business Administration. Logan Hawk, Canada, Bachelor of Business Administration. Adam Halamuki, Czech Republic, Master of Arts in Communication. Thomas Oliver King, England, Bachelor of Science. Eric Keogh, Ireland, Bachelor of Arts in History. Ekaterina Nemtsova, Russia, Bachelor of Business Administration. Martin Knauer, Bachelor of Business Administration. Mia Mayhill, Great Britain, Bachelor of Arts. Katerina Costa, Germany, Bachelor of Science. Daniel Mitchell, Portugal, Bachelor of Science. Shauna Gikori, Kenya, Bachelor of Science. Alexander Kunert, Germany, Bachelor of Arts. Jesse Katay, Great Britain, Bachelor of Science. Baltazar Salmi Lassen Weinberg, Chile. Harris Rebecca Lee, Great Britain, Bachelor of Arts. Alvin Makundi Chivinda, Master of Business Administration. I think you forgot his name. Caio Martins Imperador, Brazil, Bachelor of Business Administration. Hannah Jane Marie Maloney, Australia, Bachelor of Business Administration. Sharon Renee Muffet, Australia, Master of Arts in Communication. Sidi Njai Gambia, Master of Science in Talent and Organizational Development. Taisuke Ono, Japan, Master of Business Administration. Yasmin Awa Watara, Ivory Coast, Bachelor of Arts. Keelan Hyland Mintig, Canada, Master of Arts in Communication. William David Howley, Canada, Bachelor of Business Administration. Vince Regent, France, Master of Business Administration. Jan Mark Schittenhelm, Germany, Bachelor of Arts. Lauren Dion Scott, South Africa, Bachelor of Business Administration. Thomas Hayden Scott, England, Bachelor of Business Administration. Bennett Campbell Saidi Smith, Canada, Bachelor of Business Administration. Michael Sosa, Guatemala, Master of Business Administration. Joey Savo, Canada, Bachelor of Arts. Tiffany Chenio Cheu, France, Bachelor of Business Administration. Tim Tretbar, Germany, Master of Business Administration. Erica Turner, Ireland, Bachelor of Science. Davidson Belmere, Katie, Bachelor of Science. Matias Alberto Bloches Ramos, Peru, Amadeus Faluga, Germany, Bachelor of Science. And last but not least, Oscar Leo Wolf, Germany, Bachelor of Business Administration. Congratulations to all of our graduates. I'm now going to turn it back over to our Masters of Ceremony, Dee and Al.
That's good. Can you guys hear my voice? As long as you hear me, it's okay. You don't have to hear me. Oh, wow. Wasn't that amazing? That was really good. I guess a lot of us have really excited not to have any due assignments and edits. We'll talk to the advisor real quick. So enjoy those moments, I know I am. So Alvin, I'm curious to know, do you have any favorite moments here at Queens? Any favorite memories that you can share with us? Well, just because you are here on stage, I'm going to be
nice to you. Well, I just at first. I didn't tell you, but before seeing the Queens, I came to Queens a few years ago. Actually,
Yeah, you're pretty, he's a dinosaur.
So I came to Queens, and CJ and I have always had this special bond for a very long time, ever since we started at CDCC, and continued here at Queens, and I call him brother. And it's just amazing, right? To me, education, that's what it means, creating those bonds that forever, 10 years down the road, if I call on you, like my friend Jan that I see there, I tell you all the time, you are not getting away from me. So that's what education is to me. It has given me all of that. And as an international student, it's even more important because you have been very far away from your family for such a long time, right? So I hope you cherish those bonds. So my favorite memory, those are all my favorite memories, just knowing that I created those bonds with friends or people I can call friends now that I can get to see. So Jan doesn't know it yet, but I have a standing invite in his house every time I go to Germany. So that's just it, right? Those are all the memories that I personally cherish. Right? And the Queen's experience to me, that is one way to sum it. I don't really talk about this, but the first time I came on Queen's campus, at the time I was fortunate to have been accepted to many universities, but I walked on the Queen's campus and I entered the admissions office. Everyone was so kind. I'm like, I'm just enjoying this. And I walked into the international student office and Miss Angie, I hope you know, Miss Angie, from the first day I walked into that office, close to 8 years ago, she's been the same. Nothing short of amazing. And I just want to say thank you to that office, to everyone in Queens. And I hope all of you, as you're living here, when someone asks you about the Queens experience, you're able to start by the people that work there. How much impact they have had in your lives, which I hope they did, like they had in mine, which is why I'm still around and probably will be a 150-year-old dinosaur in this world. But I hope that's the experience you're going to tell them that you had in Queens. And if you didn't have that, I hope you and I can have that discussion, because it is okay, right? We can have that discussion and see what we can always do about it, right? And that's okay. So I appreciate you all, and today is a moment to celebrate. So I hope that answers your questions.
It absolutely does. I just like the fact that I was given a shout out. But that's also honestly, that is part of my memory. The essence of my memories here at Queens, it is the people, it is the friendships that I've built, it is the trips that I've taken, and these are trips that I probably paid like a deposit of $25 and was away for like a week, experiencing different cultures and different, just an overall experience of what humans should be doing, right? So I'm truly grateful for having to have that memory. And as Alvin said earlier, as international students, especially friendships mean a lot to us because that's really, for the most part, what we have when we're here. So when a lot of us will probably go back home and the distance between you and your friends, but don't let those distance stop you from maintaining those friendships, maintaining those connections. Talk to your mentors, to your advisors. Make sure that they know that they're cherished and hold on to those bonds because those are the only things in a way that last forever, in my opinion. So let's hold on to those bonds, hold on to each other because we are all we have. And now we're coming to the end of the ceremony. I know you all walked out and saw some of the snacks, and we do have caviar out there as well. But yes, please join us for a reception outside the rotunda, correct? Outside the rotunda, and let's mingle, have fun, introduce our families to one another.
Yes, especially that. Because when I come and stay at your house one day, I'll be nice if they already met me here. Okay? So let's make that happen. Okay. My parents are there. If you ever come to Congo, please, they can see you, and someday when you come, even if I'm not there, they open their doors. So let's do that. I'm looking at all of you here, okay? So, see you.
So, congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you so much, Alvin and Stevie. We just couldn't end the year without that wonderful, powerful duo. So we love you and we appreciate all you guys have done throughout the years. For everyone here, I know everyone here has been touched by their kindness and generosity, so thank you. Our celebration is just getting started. We have some sweets and treats outside. We would love for you to stay and, like I said, meet all the families. And just so that you know, there's a first generation graduation that's happening at 12:30. So we want to be sure to just end so that we have a few students that are going to that as well. So please go support them. 12:30 in Levine. And then there's the honor recording ceremony at 2:30 also in Levine. So stay around campus and see some more wonderful celebration. Oh, Kimbrough. Oh, okay, Kimbrough. All right, thanks guys.